Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I am Nancy Quinn, business coach and body language trainer to interior designers, and I am here today with Kim Vanderpool of Fresh Impact, your marketing guru, the person you need to help you with your Instagram, your Facebook, and all those other fun things. So, good morning, Kim.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. While you start to talk, I'm going to go fix my Facebook, which seems to happen every single time lately that it's not going live on Facebook right away.
It's always, you got to love tech. Either love it or it glitches.
It's always glitching. But anyway, all right. So this is an important topic because I think a lot of people just I want to grow my following on Instagram or Facebook, and they don't realize that it's really not for vanity measures that you just want your numbers high. You actually want to take a follower and turn them into a client. So how do they do that? Because I think a lot of people are missing that mark.
Right. Well, I think we need to take a step back and they have to understand what the buyer journey is. And I think that's something that we all forget when we're posting on social media. So we want to think about, how do we buy? We don't usually just discover someone, follow them, and hire them all on the
Right.
same day. We want to, first of all, we want to bring some awareness. And so when we're posting and they become aware of you, they're like, who are you? And so they start to build that trust. They're watching, and then they start to shift internally as like, do I believe that person can help me? And that's what, when you're posting your content, that building that trust. And then when they get to that third stage, it's that decision, they're considering hiring, and then why should I choose you? So it's really important when we're posting social media, is a lot of times we get stuck in, we're posting to one of the stages, but we're not posting to all the different stages someone's walking through. So we're either showing all of our project photos and that's all we're doing, and we're not understanding that someone might not be hitting that person at that stage of the buyer journey that they're at. And so when you take a step back, instead of just randomly posting and having a real content strategy on what you're posting and why you're posting it, and making sure that you're hitting all three stages in a week, then that will help get you better results than just posting random stuff.
So talk to me, like if you're doing a renovation, you're saying post the journey from.
Yes, post the journey, and then making sure that you're intentional with all your other content. So an example of is posting for new followers, is how do people get to know you? And so some content ideas, again, could be that before and after and showing your portfolio, but also, what about you as a designer? Who are you? We shared a post in our group the other Good at Done Club, showing a reel, and it was a realtor that was on this reel, and she goes, I'm a realtor, but I'm also and then she said wife, and had a picture of her and her husband, mom, and had a picture of her and her kid, dog mom, had a picture of her and her dog, friend, had a picture of her and her friend. So she had all the different titles she wears, or hats that she wears. And she showed it in a reel. Simple. You have the images, put it together. It's a very easy way for other people to get to know you and build that first stage of that journey that they're in. That's like, oh, I see her. She's a designer, but she's also a mom, and she likes to garden. I like to garden, so I get to connect them right away.
I even like that as a pinned post, so that no matter who comes to your platform, if they don't know you, they can look at that "Who am I?" post, right? And it shows all the different pieces of your life, your personality, things that people want to know about you. Because if you're working in their home, they want to know that they can deal with you and they like you, right?
Right. And that your personalities mesh a little bit, or your interests do. So like for you, I love when you're showing your pictures of you walking on the beach or you're on the water. And so if I was somebody, I mean, I do like that. So that would build that trust a little bit better, quicker than something else that you may be doing that. Maybe so using your interests and stuff, but showcasing that. And then even sharing stories on, why did you become a designer? Was it a dream of a child? Did you always have a childhood dream, or did something, like, bring them in on your personal journey or your design philosophy? Do you believe in incorporating stone and more of the biophilic design, or are you more of a modern designer? Like, where do you can I use my family heirlooms in my living room? Like, those are things that people are thinking about and wanting to know. And then also, you can also share some educational content in that little stage is like design tips or common mistakes or quick wins, because this will help build the visibility, familiarity, and keep their interest. And so, in the next stage is what to post for when you're ready to get them to hire you type leads. We want to reduce the uncertainty. And so, this is where showing up consistently is that subtle message that they're going to be able to trust you, that you're going to show up. If you're showing up on social media, you're going to show up to their house too. It's just that underlying thought
Yes,
that we
we've
don't
said
really,
that so many times, and
yeah,
it's so important. If you
yeah,
can't manage if someone perceives you as not being able to manage your social media, they're certainly not going to think you can manage a design project in their home.
correct, correct. And these people, they already know you. Now they just need to build that level of confidence. So posting things like what problems existed or the transformation that you helped or what solution you provided, like we could have did this and we could have did this, but this is what we chose and this is why we chose it. So people can really build that trust. And then the results. So this is where you would want to share those testimonials. Sometimes you could share like how long does a design project really take? Like if I want to do this in my kitchen, it would take this long, or I want to do a whole house, or I want to just update this in my bedroom, like giving people a clear understanding of what that process really is.
Yeah, like the reality of what you're thinking in your head, what it's actually going to take to get it done. Before
Right.
they even call you, they'll have an idea that you know what you're talking about because you're giving them the real deal.
Right, right. And this is where, sometimes I've been reading more stuff in some of the groups that people are like sticker shock, like they can't believe that it costs this much. Well, that's on us to educate them on what it really does take. Like, yes, you can go to Menards and get $20 gallon of paint, but this is where we go to Sherwin-Williams or whoever, and it's $40. And this is why, this is my experience, that this paint will last 10 years versus 5 years. And just those little things, you don't have to give away your secrets, but sharing that knowledge.
No, I think it is important. Like, why do people buy more expensive paint? Why do people buy more expensive sofas? Why do people buy, window treatments as opposed to just buying old-fashioned curtains that cover your windows?
Correct.
Like, these are things that it makes people think, yeah, I want that too. I want that specialness, that custom, that feeling in my home that you're saying over the social media.
And it makes you look like the expert that you are. We had an incident. My daughter's redoing her basement. She's spraying primer, paint, or whatever this week. And my husband, who works with a lot of home turns in the place where he works, so they're doing painting all the time, he goes, well, our paint expert told us we didn't need to use primer. We just use 2 coats of real good paint, and that's all we need. Those are the details that people want to know.
Yes, because people don't know that the high quality paint has the primer already built in and the concealer.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so that's just one small example that if you shared that, you're building that trust and that expertise and that loyalty that, oh, I never thought of that. Or even if they disagree with what you think or what you do, it still builds that conversation. It's going to create that connection and that conversation. And so we want to make sure we're thinking about discovery, design, and installation. People trust what they understand.
Discovery, design, and
installation. So showing that process because they will trust what they understand. Okay. And so creating a simple content path for yourself to make it easy on what to do is a simple formula. 40% show your authority. So simple thing. 1 out of, or 2 posts out of 4, that showing that authority. So those tips, mistakes, design, education. Other 40% is connection. Think about how you can build relationships, sharing personal stories, behind the scenes, your perspective. And then the other 20% is invitation. And this is where I see we either do all or nothing. Invite.
Yes, and we've done that. We've done all or nothing. And we always have to correct ourselves. Like we've got to go back to the connection, the interaction. And then if somebody needs us, tell them how to get help.
How do they work with you? What are your booking availability? Do you have any client openings in this summer, or is now the time they need to start booking you for fall? And your people that are following you or want to hire you, they want to know. They want to know when they should, like, okay, I'm hosting a big family gathering at Christmas. When do I need to realistically get that designer in?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Now.
Or I have graduation my daughter's graduating next spring. When is that? Should I do that? And if you only have one open, so letting people know. because, you know, many designers, we either never promote or we only promote. And so we want to get that balance. And so usually I go 1 out of every 4 posts is a good way to keep that up.
Okay,
And
that's good.
yeah. Yeah. So not every post should sell. And so when you create a post, you want to ask yourself, can they discover me? Can they trust me? Or will they hire me? Those 3 things.
Say that again.
Is this to help them discover me, trust me, or hire me?
Every post you put up, you can make
You can
that.
ask one of those 3 questions and see where they fall. So that's a simple little framework because we want to get the right people to end up being the right client for you.
Yes.
Yes. And so I have a little challenge. Look at your
Okay.
last 9 posts that you posted on your wall on Instagram.
Okay.
How many help someone get to know you, trust you, or hire you?
Okay. I like that challenge. I'm
Yeah.
going to do that with my clients. Get to know you, trust you, or hire you.
What of those, you know, how many of the 9 posts? And if not many, well, then this is your opportunity to kind of just shift and just start changing that content. So the best content doesn't just attract attention, it guides people to action.
I love that.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So tell everyone how to get help with this, because I know everything we talk about always sounds easy, but implementing it and all the little obstacles that come along the way, like in the beginning, and anyone who's watching now, go back and watch on replay on my YouTube channel. You said how you can do these little videos to show that you're also a mom and a wife and maybe a daughter and a dog mom and a pickleballer or a gardener.
Right.
Putting that together, once you know how to do it, is like no big deal. But the minute I heard that, I went, oh, Jesus, I don't know how to do that. And that's why you have the Get It Done Club, because it's actually really simple, but people are just intimidated on the step-by-step, correct?
Correct. Yes. You get intimidated and it gets so overwhelming. You sit down and look at the screen like, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to do. I know I'm supposed to do something, but I can't remember what to do. And so that's where the club comes in handy, is that we have a training on Monday and then we try to implement that training throughout the week as part of our goal. So we talked about LinkedIn, 3 posts to post every week on LinkedIn on Monday. So now the challenge was how can we fit that into our already scheduled so it doesn't take us hours. Our goal is to simplify your social media so that it is not taking 8 hours to create a reel, that you can get it done in an hour a week if you're posting 3 times a week.
An hour a week, if you're posting 3 times a week, should be the maximum you need to spend on your social media.
Really,
and
once you get a system.
Yeah, once you get it going, it's even less than that.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Tell everyone how to find the Get It Done Club, because I love this club and I put all my clients into it. So tell them how
they can find us online at freshimpactllc.com. And then there is a little link there for them to check out more of the club, or they can ask, you know, message me. We can hop on a call and I'll answer any questions, because I know what it's like when you don't know about, like, is this going to really help me or not? And we can go more in details about what it does provide for you.
Perfect. All right, everyone, go over to freshimpactllc.com. On Instagram, I put the link. It's a new feature, by the way. When we're live, I can put a link, and I put a link, wrong way. I put a link to your website up there. So for those of you on Facebook or any of my other platforms where you're watching, it's in the description. And on Instagram, it's on the screen. So click it, get over to Kim's Get It Done Club and get help with your social media. It's not hard. It's more like it's annoying when you don't know what to do. But once you're in the Get It Done Club, you'll never be without guidance, period. Right. And you'll get it done, which is what.
That's what's important, is getting it done.
That's what's important. All right, everyone. So we will see you next time. Thank you, Kim.